Hello everybody! Good morning and happy Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving when I'm filming this, obviously. So it is now 9:05 a.m. and I'm going to start prepping for, we're having like a late lunch, early dinner. This is what I'm wearing. Got these pants at Walmart. So yeah, I am in charge of the squash casserole, and I'm also making some brie cheese bites. I've never made that before, so I'm really excited about that. And then, are we doing the deep fried Oreos? Then we're gonna attempt deep fried Oreos, which will be delicious. So yeah, over the years, my squash casserole has been trial and error, but I feel like this year it's gonna be the one. The flavor has always turned out really nice. I just found a recipe on Pinterest, but I wrote all of the ingredients and directions down last night for all the things we're making, just so I don't have to keep going back to my phone and scrolling. It's kind of annoying. So I wrote it all, and I'm gonna take you along as I make it. But before we get started, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I try to post videos weekly. So yeah, let's get onto the squash casserole. Okay, so for the squash casserole, the years previous, I've just gotten fresh squash and then chopped it up myself, but that's honestly the most time-consuming part. So this year, I took my mom's advice and got frozen squash. So hopefully this will work just as well. I think it will. It's still frozen. I'm not sure if I should have thawed it out last night in the fridge previously. This will also be trial and error. We'll see. But the recipe just calls for squash, mayo, cream of mushroom soup, a Vidalia onion, some butter, Ritz crackers, and sharp cheddar cheese, and then like salt and pepper as well. Oh, and eggs. Did I say that? I don't know what I said. So yeah, it's super easy to make. Now that I've done it a few times, I feel like it's kind of getting in the habit. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, I am going to mince the onions, saute them first separately. I learned this from Paula Deen. I'm gonna saute the onions separately in some butter, and then I'll cook the squash. Maybe I should already do the squash because it's frozen. I don't know. First I gotta wash my hands. Okay, while the squash is cooking, I'm going to chop the onion up. Gotta sharpen my knife. I'll also link all of the recipes that I'm using below. 2 of them are Pinterest recipes I found, and the other one I found on Instagram. So I'll try to link that one as well. I just saw it on Reel. Don't forget to sharpen your knives. A dull knife is a dangerous knife. I'm making some squash casserole. Her hair is finally getting long enough so I can do fun little braids and hairstyles. It's so fun getting to braid her hair. I love it.
I want to touch it.
You can put it in the bowl. Can you put it in the bowl for me?
Yeah.
So like these little pieces there.
I'll put it in a bowl.
Yeah, can you put them in the bowl?
Yeah.
This onion's actually not making my eyes water. Okay, now it's starting to make my eyes water. Do you feel it in your eyes? Because I sure do. Oi. Thank you for putting it in the bowl. That's actually really helpful. While you're cutting, I'm going to stir the squash. Are you all done? Oh, is it burning your eyes? Okay, so I just put the onions to saute. So the squash is still cooking and the onions are being sauteed. While that is happening, I'm just gonna mix together all the other stuff, and then we just combine it, mix it all up, throw it in the pan. The oven is preheating at the moment, and then that's that. While it's in the oven, then I'll work on the brie bites. So I just finished sauteing the onions. They got a little brown. That's okay, it should still be yummy. The squash itself has been cooked. Just put it in this little colander just to drain out the rest of the water. Now I'm gonna add the rest of the ingredients. We're just gonna add the soup, the mayo, an egg, and the cheese together. So I'm just using Campbell's cream of mushroom soup. Pro tip, it's always easier to clean up as you go, in my opinion. Before I started, I unloaded the dishwasher, so I ran it last night. So now I've got a fresh dishwasher to just load up as I go, so that when I come home, when we come home after Thanksgiving, we're having Thanksgiving at my parents' house. So they live about an hour away from us. So we'll make like a whole day out of it. We'll be leaving here at 12. So it's 10:02 now. Also, the new iPhone update is so cool. So yeah, we'll leave in like 2 hours. We're already ready. Want to just get ready so I didn't have to stress about that. What else did I want to say? Oh yeah, so then when we come home, it'll be clean. And then tomorrow, so we've got the next 3 days I'm really excited for. So I just love Thanksgiving. It's my second favorite holiday next to Christmas, of course. But tomorrow we are officially decorating for Christmas. I'm so excited. And we might have some of Zane's family coming to stay with us for Christmas, which would be really exciting because we haven't seen them in so long. So we want it to be extra special. I'm making also an advent calendar, a whole DIY, so I'm gonna make a whole video on that because I'm super excited about it. And then on Saturday, Zane and I are taking Phoenix to see Disney Junior live at the Fox Theater. I am so excited. We have a friend who's in it, so I'm excited to see her, but also I'm so excited for Phoenix to see Disney Junior live because it's like all her favorite characters. We got Mickey, Minnie, so I'm really excited. I know she's just gonna lose her mind. She's gonna love it. So we'll get a babysitter for Hazel, so then we'll just have like a big girl date with Phoenix. Anyway, now I'm gonna put the cup of mayo in. So I already pre-measured it. I'm just gonna scoop it out into the bowl here. Also, squash casserole is my favorite at Thanksgiving. That and stuffing to me are like the two biggest, which is, I know, kind of random. For Thanksgiving, like that, those are my memories of Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, like there has to be squash casserole and there has to be stuffing. I don't know why, that's just how my brain works. So there's been years before where there hasn't been any squash casserole, so I'm like, if I need to guarantee that there will be squash casserole for me to make it, like I will make it just to guarantee that there will be squash casserole. And it's been delicious, I love it. So we got that. I went ahead and just got an 8-ounce bag of cheese because that's what the recipe called for. So instead of measuring it out, I'm just gonna dump the whole thing in there. So that's easy. Woo! I feel like cooking gets more fun as it gets easier. Like the more you do it, the more confident you are. You don't have to like keep referring back to the recipe. I'm learning. 1 egg. And then I'm going to mix this all up. And I will add the salt and pepper. The recipe also that I have on Pinterest, it doesn't say to cook the squash higher, but every single other recipe says to. And I did it one year where I didn't cook it before and it was not good. So I would recommend definitely cooking your squash before. But I like this recipe because this mixture is different than some of the other ones and it's really good. Okay, so now that we've got that, I think I'm gonna do the onions first. I'm just gonna dump that in. I'm gonna put in the squash. Woo. So now that I got my mixture, I'm going to put it in the pan, put it in the oven, and then while it's in the oven, I'm gonna just tidy up this and then start on the Brie bites. I almost forgot that I need the cracker crust. So I'm just using Ritz crackers for that and then butter. I almost forgot about that. That's the best part. Okay, I'm going to set this to the side and then cracker crust. I'm just gonna put this in a cup. Look at that beauty. Look at this. Ah. Set a timer for 30 minutes.
30 minutes, counting down.
Okay, sorry for all the noises going on. I just tidied up all the squash casserole stuff, put it in the dishwasher, cleaned up the trash, and now it's the Brie bite time. We also have the deep fried Oreo supplies set out, so I'll show you what is needed. Okay, so for the Brie bites, I'm just using puff pastry. So you put it in a muffin tin, you just put little squares here, push it down, and then you put little blocks of brie cheese in there, and then top it with some cranberry sauce, some candied pecans, and then I'm gonna just top with a little bit of rosemary. So I'm really excited about this. Hopefully it's good. It looked delicious. I got my puff pastry. I'm just going to block it out, cut it in little squares to put in a tin. Also, I don't have any cooking spray, so I'm just gonna use butter. That's prepped. Gonna cut the brie cheese now. My mom is FaceTiming me. Hello!
I just wanted to like visit with you because I think you're into kids. Love it, Lacey.
So I'm putting my brie cheese. Super fattening. You know, that's what Thanksgiving's all about. Oh, this is like not a good can to cut into. Maybe let me try it from the other end. Oh, there we go. That was easier. Okay, and I'm gonna top each one with a little bit of cranberry sauce. Oh, okay, so now we take squash casserole out of the oven, and then we're gonna take it out of the oven, take off the aluminum foil, and then cook it for another 20 minutes. Oh, it smells so good. And the brie bites cook at the same temperature. Well, the brie bites are done being made. So the squash casserole is still currently in the oven. It's got 13 minutes left. So once that's done, this will go in, and then Zane can start on the deep fried Oreos. I'm gonna clean up the mess here, and then just wait around it. Look at that beauty. It smells so good. Do you smell that, Phoenix?
Yeah.
Does it smell good? Can't wait to get that in my belly. Brie bites are in the oven now. I'm just gonna keep a watch on it because it said about 20 minutes. So I'll just keep a check, and then I made coffee. Ahi. Okay, so we are obviously in the car now. We are almost at my parents' house. Once we get there, we'll set up the table and everything. All the food that we have prepared, it's all cooked and everything. We might just heat some of it up in the oven a little bit. My mom does have those little trays that has like the candle or fire underneath, so all of the food can stay warm. It's like for buffets. So luckily it'll be warm. It'll be really good. We have been hearing some noises in the trunk, so that's the only thing that's a little bit nerve-wracking. Hopefully it's all intact and not splattered all over the trunk. I did bring these with me for the kids table. I mentioned this in another vlog. I got a thing of crayons, ultra washable. Yeah, both girls are conked out. They are fast asleep, so that made a seamless drive because we have an hour drive to my parents, almost an hour. I did have one of the Oreos before we left, the deep fried Oreos, and it's so good. You did good, babe. You did a good job. It tastes like what you get at the fair. That, and then I was sipping on my coffee the whole way over here, so it's been good. It hasn't been too stressful. I feel relaxed. We'll see when we get inside my parents' house. This is the setup. Hi. Oh, cute. Because. What movie was this?
It could let in a drought.
It could let in a child. Okay, well, this is the end results. Follow me for more style tips. This is cute. This looks cute. This is the other setup with the lights, and then we got the little buffet set up here, so the little candles will go underneath. So everybody's food will go here. Everything else is finishing. The turkey's done. It looks delicious. Pillows are out drying. So this is the adults table, and this is a fire table. So we'll have fire in here, and just a nice little sitting area. Got those flowers from Zane's work. And then the little kids area. This is so cute. It was actually supposed to rain today, and I'm glad it didn't. It's nice when we can have Thanksgiving out here. There's just a lot more room. We've got this nice fire table, and there's a cute little coffee station. This is cozy. Yeah, Phoenix. Woo! Oh, always has to dance. Thank you. Cheers. Cheers. Let's see how it is. Mmm. So nice. And the puff pastry is so good.
So flipping good.
That is so good. The brie cheese.
I don't know if I like it.
I made this
Bro, that's
puff
so
pastry
good.
with brie cheese, cranberry sauce, candied pecans, and rosemary.
Oh my goodness.
Phoenix.
Phoenix, you're doing so good.